Hey, what's up guys? Hope everyone had a good week start. In this video today, I wanted to share some updates on my Power Siphon Locus Mine build. TLDR, it's been an absolute beast when it comes to mapping, and single target is pretty decent. I'll showcase a map at the end of this video, but the reason I'm showing these Pinnacle boss kills initially is to debunk any myth out there that this build does no single target damage. I'm only level 92 in these clips here, and my gear is nowhere near optimized. And the goal of this video is to help provide some guidance around gearing progression, some really basic crafting, and also highlight what content the build excels at. Now, if you're coming from PO 2, this might seem like a strange concept, but because PO 1 has so much content, you need to focus your resources around a few content, aka juicing, and the best way to do this is running content that your build is optimized for. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the guide. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go over my gear real quick. So this is what we're rocking currently. This needs to be upgraded soon to a high energy shield helm, which will pair with the mastery here that gives you 100% increased energy shield from the equipped helmet. So that is my next upgrade. My weapon is decent but not great, and I'll show you in a moment here what I'm planning to do to upgrade it. And then rings are basically just some life resistances and some strength, because we are running a volatility which has a strength requirement. This one here has some accuracy. An important tip when playing Power Siphon Locus Mine is that you do not want to neglect your accuracy, because if you are not capped at 100%, that means you are occasionally missing your target, and every shot that you miss is a huge DPS DPS loss. So make sure to grab accuracy wherever you can. Marilyn's Fallacy was one of the more expensive upgrades. I bought it for about 2.5 divines, I think, with a high crit multi-roll here, 230. Shield is just life resistances, nothing much here. This glove I found actually. It's a high accuracy, some evasion, energy shield, and dual resistances. And then this belt is just high life and a resistance, and it's a Stygian, so we are running cooldown recovery rate in the belt. And the reason for this is so that we are getting more mines detonated from our automation. And then the boots is just movement speed, onslaught, some resistances, and some life. So really basic gearing. And finally, my armor piece, it's a 6-link that I got. Now we are in the menagerie here because I wanted to show you an easy way to 6-link your item. I've been looking for 6 links in the market, and they run about 4 divines minimum for a good base like necrotic armor. If you plan to run like a lightning coil or a cloak of flame, you can use this strategy as well. And TLDR, you want to use the menagerie because right now there is this recipe here that requires a Krasik Sand Spitter and a Black Morrigan. And this basically modifies your item to have maximum links. And a Black Morrigan currently goes for about 2.5 divines, I believe, at the time of recording. If it fluctuates, then that's unfortunate, but right now it's 2.5 divines. Krasik Sand Spitter is about 10 chaos, so in total it's less than 3 divines to 6-link your item. So if you're able to buy an item for a couple chaos and then 6-linking it will cost 3 divines, that is much less than what the market currently charges, and then you can go ahead and craft that item yourself. So that is what I use to 6-link my necrotic armor. It's basically a high evasion energy shield base here. Alright, and the passive tree, this is what it looks like. Jewel is basically some mine throwing speed, some reduced curse effect. This one here is getting mine throwing speed, we're prioritizing that. And then I went down here. I believe I will remove these nodes here once I have a good cluster jewel, but we're getting suppression with the lucky mastery here, so we're pretty much suppression cap. Accuracy, again, very important. This one here has some maximum fire resistance and some spell damage. Not a good jewel, I need to replace this. and then everything else is pretty standard for this build. Alright, so the next crafting tip that I have for you is to use the recombinating bench. And if you've seen any of the top streamers when they play solo self-found, you want to pick up basically items like these necrotic armor. Even though it's a useless, there's no good rolls there, you want to pick up a good base, at least item level 84, get a bunch, and then ideally you're going to start alterating it for just a single mod that's good for you. So you want to keep doing that until you find like this here, the first mod, Illusory, which is a tier 2. You're going to do this with a bunch of your items, and you're going to put them in a recombinator, combine it, and hopefully get 2 of the mods together. That's ideally how you want to do it. The other lazy way, but less reliable, is like what I did here. I bought 2 prophecy wands and I slap on some essences. One of them gives me spell damage here, 91%. The other gives me tier 1 lightning damage. And again, I want to stress that this is a low chance, but if you're lucky, it only costs a couple thousand gold here, and if you hit, it's a jackpot. So we didn't hit it, unfortunately, but we get our item back, and that's how I'm planning to craft my upgrade. This works for this build because for our wand, we really only care about tier 1 lightning damage and a tier 1 spell damage. Everything else is a bonus. We are capped on crit. We don't need any more crit chance. Crit multi will be nice, but we already have a lot of crit multi, so those are the 2 best mods, and that's why recombinating for this it's worth it. Alright, and you can do it for all your other gear as well. If you're playing solo self-found, that is ideally how you want to approach crafting. Alright, so now I'm going to showcase a map here. We're going to run, let's see, we'll run a Phoenix map just to show you what the single target feels like as well. Well, currently level 92. And we'll do a Maven Witness as well. Oh, and for my Atlas strategy, I am running Legion because Legion is very OP with this build. You'll see in a second what I mean. Our clear is insane. It's screen wide, and some of the idols I'm running here gives me basically you want to just check to make sure you have 100% chance for a Legion encounter. Anything above is useless, so I have 100%, 134. And these ones here, this one gives me a percent to convert splinters into emblems, which is quite useful because these emblems actually, they go for quite a bit. Like the Marakath is currently 30 plus chaos, the Val is 10 chaos, so they do worth quite a bit. And then this one down here basically adds 2 sergeants to my Legion encounters. And then the rest basically gives me increased duration for my Legion encounters because I'm running Smash and Grab, which adds a War Horde to my Legion. And then everything else is just tier 1 to 15 has a higher chance to become higher, and so forth. Alright, so we're gonna put in Legion on our map device here. I'm not running any Scarabs because I'm still farming up currency. I don't have enough currency for that. So this build is extremely fast, and the damage is very nice as well. Okay, we're gonna clear this June real quick. Yeah, we're not gonna care about that. And then for Legion, everything just explodes. Yeah, so very satisfactory playing farming Legion on this build. And Legion drops a lot of different types of currency. So if you are a League Star, for a League Star scenario, it's really useful because you get your glass blowers, your gem cutters, and also you're instilling orbs and all that stuff. So it's rare to get a divine from Legion. I found like 1 divine so far, but if you're lucky, you know, because when you're farming multiple legions at a time, you do get lucky occasionally. So as you can see, the rares, they do get a little tanky, so you do make sure you curse them, drop your flame wall, sniper's mark. This rare right here, it's crit resistant, so that's why we deal most of our damage through crit. Alright, so we're just gonna run straight to the boss here. Yeah, chill ground is no fun. I might do a chill immunity on my boots for my next upgrade as well. Alright, so we're at the boss. We're going to drop a portal. So we want to curse the boss, drop a flame wall, and then we just drop our mines. So there is a lot of room to improve for our single target. Oh, we are dying right here. Alright, there you go. So definitely a lot of improvement. I'm only level 92, and there's a lot of once I upgrade my weapon with the spell damage, it should increase our DPS quite a bit. And then I also do want to get a lethal pride for this region here. So I'll post an update possibly in the next few days, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy this build. Let me know if you have any questions on the build, or if you know you're struggling with it, and hopefully I'll try to answer as many of those questions as I can in the description. Bye guys.